are back. Good morning everyone, this is Harsh back from the camping company on another episode on our channel. Right now we've just started our day in the morning and we are finishing up our breakfast. Right after this we'll start, and there's a big surprise for all of you who don't know. We are getting into van life. Yes, so what is the difference between overlanding and van life is something that I'll be showcasing a few along the way, and you'll get to see the van tour as well. Today I'm going on a trip with my friend Dipesh, who has driven this van all the way from Hyderabad, taking about 2500 kilometers through the national highway to reach Guwahati. So the agenda for the day is pretty simple. We head out towards a national park, spot rhinos if we can, wild camp at the night, and come back the next day.
I can't do this on my own. Someone watching this shit close. I've been losing smart and gold.
So we have reached our destination and we have parked our van. When we reached here, we were not able to see rhinos because the place was completely filled with water. But we have found a really beautiful spot to park our van, and this is how it looks on the outside.
चलो मिक्सटेप लगा ले फिर हाँ अरे मिक्सटेप
I can't do this on my own. Someone watching this shit close.
Alright, so let's just get straight into the van tour. We'll be showing you around the van, how it looks, what are the amenities that are there, and then we will also go out for a trek on which we'll be finding a campsite for the night, and we are carrying a bunch of equipments with us, so it should be fun. Continue watching our episode ahead to know more about this particular experience. This is a one-day trip that we are doing around Guwahati, and we have some fantastic news to share as well. As of yesterday, Sikkim has announced that they are opening tourism, and people who want to visit can check out the link in the description. So without wasting further time, let's go to the van and show you how the van life looks like in India. Alright, so our van is built on a Tata Winger platform which was 13-seater. Now it has been converted to take the back out for making more space for people to sit, enjoy and relax with the view. It can also store a lot of things as there are compartments and cabinets made, which also converts into a table, and there is enough space for at least 6 people to sit in the back, while it sleeps 5 people very comfortably. Now, if you're looking to rent out this vehicle, it will be available on Camping Co's website. To reach our campsite, we hit a fantastic road which was right next to the Brahmaputra, and driving through this was nothing short of an adventure on its own. The van, however, performed really well and kept us on track to reach our campsite well before the sun went down. The van in which we are traveling right now was built by him. Earlier, it used to be a school van before Dipesh decided to turn it around. If you have any questions about this location or you need GPS link to get here, make sure to comment below and we'll get back to you very soon. Driving alongside the Brahmaputra for next 6 kilometers, we finally made it to the parking spot. We captured this moment and went ahead on our trek.
Siddhartha came to know that I'm a good driver than him.
How was your driving?
It was awesome.
Almost going to be sunset and we've just packed our bag and we have started our trail, and it seems like we have lost a lot of time to get here, so sun is about to set. Now, if there is a golden rule in camping that you would want to remember, it's to set up the camp before it gets dark. Our race against time to find a perfect camp spot before dark is on. Tonight for dinner we are keeping it absolutely simple. Just stir frying some vegetables with butter, basil and salt. Camp has been set up. We have come back to the van at the moment to fill up our bottles, and the campsite is quite beautiful, which I will not be able to show you right now. In the morning when we wake up, the first thing that I'll give you is a tour of the campsite where we are. Good morning folks, it's a happy morning at the campsite. We have gotten up at this beautiful location early in the morning. This is the campsite where we were. Now coming back to our main topic of overlanding versus van life. The main difference between the two is the type of vehicle. But before we get into that, one motorboat. Yeah, we slept without rain cover initially, and after that, middle of the night, I got up because there was a strong wind, and I thought anytime it will rain. While on the road, we always carry additional tents with us just in case our vehicle is not able to reach to the location where we want to camp. While van life and overlanding are very similar, the main difference boils down to the vehicle setup. In a van, you will definitely be limited by the number of places that you can go or take the van to, whereas in an overlanding rig, you will not have this problem. Now having said that, in hands of an expert driver, these vans perform equally well. See, he is not carrying the momentum. Arey, give me the car, dude. You're not carrying the momentum. Was insane. This kind of a road where we are driving.
Perfect uncaptured moment. अरे कितना अच्छा था.
Yeah.
When we were driving, good that the van is pulling hard, na?
Van is perfect. It's just the driving has to. There's a lot of mud over this area, because of which the drive was slightly difficult. But now we have reached this nice location from where we are going to enjoy the view of Brahmaputra in the background. And this is our beloved van, TB, which we have been pushing through against its limits and driving it on front wheel drive in mud terrains, which is, the car is doing fantastic for the performance. This brings us to the end of the episode. If you have enjoyed watching our episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button. 80% of you who watch us do not subscribe to our channel, so I urge you, please do subscribe.